What's up guys, it's that Panda Guy. I'm here again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Lynne a bit, and hopefully I did pronounce that right, but knowing me, there's probably some weird pronunciation that everybody's going to be like, yo Panda, you're stupid, and you're all going to clown me in the comments, but you know, we're used to this now. This is kind of a running gag on this channel, okay? Talking about her though, we will start off that she is a lucky roulette hero and all, so she is more obtainable, which is a nice thing. Before I start talking about her, I do actually want to say I personally think that she might be more effective on the field compared to a hero like Chun, for example. And the reason I say this is she has like counter damage skills, for example, and I just think that when you kind of consider the fact that range is generally the most targeted and they're picked off the field the quickest because, you know, obviously they have the lowest HP, the highest attack, they're just the most dangerous, obviously, right? They're usually picked off the field first, which just means her being able to kind of stack that additional like counter damage and be able to do more damage to her enemies and just make it harder to melt her is going to be make her like a little bit more effective. You know, because obviously you use someone like Chun, even if she is like a glass cannon, she's going to be picked off the field pretty quickly. That being said, let's just hop into her skills. So her first skill, it deals damage to the target, you know, direct damage. The damage factor being 11,700 damage, you know, pretty normal. If flanked when not rallying or garrison, it deals additional damage to the current target, which that damage factor can go up to 2.5k, and it reduces the skill damage taken by up to 15%, which is really nice. You know, that's pretty nice, and they're both seemingly tied down to not being a rally hero or being a garrison hero for these to be activated, which, you know, they're nothing insanely crazy. I will say like the reduction on skill damage taken is pretty nice, but these both require you to basically be on the field, it seems, which I mean I don't really see an issue with. It increases your range squad attack by up to 30%, pretty nice. If flanked when not rallying or garrisoned, it increases your range squad defense by up to 15%. So obviously this is another skill that requires her not to be a rally hero or a garrison hero, which just kind of shows you that the developers are trying to make this as much of a field hero as possible, just trying to keep you from feeling enticed to put her on garrison. Because I think if you were to put her in like, I don't know, maybe Jacob, if you were doing like a range garrison, it wouldn't be the worst if like these skills obviously, you know, weren't being restricted. She might be actually really nutty, especially if you're like taking on swarms or something and you're just trying to run a range garrison. I don't know, kind of my take there. It increases your third skill, increases your range squad HP by up to 34%. That is kind of high stats. What the heck? Counterattacks have a 20% chance to reduce all damage taken by up to 4.5% for 2 seconds. This effect can be triggered only once in every 4 seconds. That is still pretty nice. You know, I think like especially when you're I mean, if you're getting swarmed down, this is going to be triggering pretty regularly, you know what I mean? Especially when like you have multiple marches kind of hammering at you, that 20% chance is probably going to get triggered really quickly, you know what I mean? But being able to reduce all damage taken by 4.5%, that is pretty significant. That'll help. You know, like I said, I think that that's just going to make her that much more effective on the field, especially considering, like I said, those heroes tend to get targeted pretty quickly. Increases the counter damage by up to 32% and range travel speed by up to 20%. This skill is really nice. I swear these stats are really high, like 32%, 34% right there. 30% pretty nice, like just in general, like I think those kind of add up, especially like this counter damage. I think this is going to be very significant if you're using her as a field hero. Like I said, you know, range is just generally targeted more, so being able to just make these as effective as possible are going to make them really nice. And finally, we're going to be looking at the awakened skill, which when in world map battles, meaning that when you're on the field, it increases your range squad damage by 3% if flanked when not rallying or garrison, and reduces damage taken by 4.5%, which is just an additional skill you'll kind of have on that makes her even more effective on the field. Like overall, I don't think she's going to be like what's her face, like Julie or something on the field, like just beaming people down. But the fact that she is as like, you know, I feel like they're making her much more tanky and trying to make it much harder for people to swarm her down and making it much like obviously there's like a lot more counter damage, meaning that it's much more painful to swarm her down. Just makes her a really nice field hero. And overall, as like when it comes down to range heroes, I think that this is a really nice way to make a range hero effective on the field. I don't know. Like that's just kind of my personal take. I wouldn't give her like an S class or anything, obviously, but if I were to rate her right now, based off just the skills and my personal opinion, obviously, like personal preferences, I would maybe even give her an A class, just because I think that the way they're building her is really nice, and I really like, I really like how they built her. You know what I mean? Just to make it like so freaking hard. Or it's not making it hard to swarm her, but it makes it's like so less tempting to swarm her, right? Like all this counter damage and stuff. And reducing damage taken, etc. Whatever the case, you know, I just think that makes her a really nice hero, and I'm actually I'm kind of looking forward to her, because I actually kind of want to maybe work on her potentially and run her on the field. But I don't know, man. You guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think, how you guys feel about her, and if you guys are maybe potentially thinking of investing in her. Okay, and yeah, I do appreciate you guys. I do want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. I do want to just hear what your opinion is, and yeah, I do appreciate you guys always for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I hope my insight of sorts did help you guys. So that is about it, and peace out.